Well, good afternoon. This is Pastor Hayton and the Lower Lights Devotional, another day of life. Thank the Lord for another day of life. Thank the Lord for, as we come down to the end of the year 2016, prospects we have of a good year ahead as Jesus tarries and spares our life. Well, it's always good to sit down with you. I really had something different that I was going to share with you today, but I just put the last leaf in a 3-year binder and loose leaf binder, and that binder is Monday Morning Musing. And in this binder, there's Monday Morning Musing from January of 2015 through December of 2016. So that means that there's 2 full years, what I call Monday Morning Musing. Now that's the time that most blessed pastor in the world sits down and shares his heart and his mind and puts it on paper and sends it out, either posts it on Facebook or sends it through the mail. And it's just a way of our reaching out and touching the lives of our congregation and our friends, and it's always such a pleasure to do it. I've been doing this now for probably 12 years or so, Monday Morning Musing, maybe even longer than that. I've got every one that I ever did in binders somewhere, and I could go back and see just when the first one was, but I'm not going to. But I just thought, that I'd just share a little bit about Monday Morning Musing. My brother Bill, one time when I mentioned it, he said some Monday mornings it's more Monday morning than musing. Well, I'm glad that I do it with joy just about every week. And let me just kind of read 2 years ago, January the 5th, which would have been the first Monday of the year in 2015. And this kind of is looking back on the Sunday before. And it said, at 5 a.m., I peered through the glass of the French doors, exposing the world outside my warm, comfortable home. Any day but Sunday would not have brought the groan, but with the snow and the bitter cold wind, I just knew that my work in preparing for worship would be for naught. How we worry and fret instead of just knowing God knows all about it and everything will be just fine. Sure enough, by 10:30, a most lovely congregation was assembled, and God was faithful once again to meet with His people. I suppose my musing today is all about the first Sunday of 2015, how we talked about renewing old commitments. And this is often what we do. It's not in the script here, but it's often is kind of go over our message and reinforce it in the minds of people. So that's what I'm doing now. Talked about renewing old commitments, our commitment to the person of Christ, and our commitment to the purpose of Christ, His plan for our life, and our commitment to the people of Christ, and that is His church. I pray that many accepted the challenge to renew old commitments. I spoke on my devotional this morning, the Lower Lights Devotional with Pastor Hayton, about my desire to become more valuable to God this coming year. The fact is that I don't have many more years to labor for the Lord, and my burning desire is to make the latter years of my ministry the best that I have ever known. I solicit the prayers of my people that I will be at my best and do my best this coming year. Well, 2015 came and it's gone, and we started 2016, and I think I have time maybe to share that with you if I hurry here. Looking back on the past Sunday at TLC, it's always with joy, especially if we've had one of our church dinners. Of course, the day was off to a good start with family devotions. Brother Bob had a good devotional, and several wonderful prayers were offered, asking God to bless the day. The hubbub of conversation at coffee time was the family enjoying catching up on events of the past week. A good spirit of worship as we sang the good songs of the church, had a beautiful special song by Carol, a message as we face the new year on how God always gives in abundance. There's an abundance of grace. There's an abundance of grub. There's an abundance of gladness. and he has planned an abundant grandeur entry into the kingdom at the end of this life. Then the dinner. Who doesn't enjoy a church dinner with the wide variety of food prepared to impress with culinary skills and the great fellowship? Christians seem to fellowship well with a fork in their hand. Yes, the Lord smiled kindly on the good people of the Lighthouse Chapel. Well, I'm going to be doing another Monday morning musing. I haven't missed very many in the last years that I've been doing it, and I hope that the Monday morning musing next Monday will be a great one because of the blessing of the Lord that rested upon us. Well, I must run. We'll see you tomorrow on Lord Lights Devotional with Pastor Hayton. Goodbye now.